So please remember to remain quiet, especially now since we're having the sophomore speeches. All in good time, right? So please just remember to not be texting on your phones or gossiping to your friends or whatever. Just remain quiet. Give the person up here speaking the respect he or she deserves.
And also, I have the score report for the class points. In first place, 12th grade with 60.
Hold your applause till the end, guys.
9th grade with 45 in second. 10th in third with 15. Oh, I missed the 8th grade. I didn't calculate that. I'm sorry. We'll just leave that. And 11th with a whopping total of 5 points. That's not something to be proud of. So yeah, junior class, definitely get your participation up. And so yeah, thank you.
That's it.
Hi guys. You guys go. Sophomore speeches first. Yeah.
Thanks.
We always want to teach what is right, correct, and true. Telling a fib here and there is generally not frowned upon, nor is omitting a few facts. But telling an outrageous lie is generally met with hostility. Regrettably, sometimes such lies are necessary to keep our history alive. Let us focus on our local history in the specific case of untruth. Almost all California school children learn about the great, now Saint Junipero Serra. Maybe if you had a more progressive education, you could have possibly learned that he forced Native Americans to do a little hard work, maybe forced them to church, or a little bit of Spanish or something like that. No biggie. Now, of course, you also learned about the native peoples themselves. Happy, peaceful, not warlike, nothing of that kind. Whoever made that curriculum, they gilded a Grendel, we may bring across a literary figure. The Europeans, specifically our local saints, missionaries, did things far worse than what you were taught. This holy conquering force, they killed for the sake of killing, and did things far worse than kill. For his role in this devastation, this now Saint Junipero Serra had might as well be a serpentine Lucifer. But now what of these native peoples themselves? Were they noble savages? Supposedly kind and gentle, helpful, cooperative, something of that like. War was mythical, murder did not exist, the land was bountiful, life was easy. What a lovely dream. So again, on to these noble savages. What were they like? What was it like in this time of our saintly serpent? In this area, there were two major groups of tribes of the native people. One was a tiny group speaking an isolated language in an isolated location, isolated by itself. Those around them making up a larger group speaking larger languages, connected, isolating one group. The question arises, how do you isolate a small group like this? How do you isolate a tiny population speaking an isolated language to a tiny area? It has been shown it takes inequity, murder, war, and even in this case, genocide. But then, so what of our saintly serpent? If we were to bring across his crimes against these native people, must we also bring across the crimes of his prey? Well, the question becomes, that snake, that serpent is still writhing, while its prey, its tongues are blued with venom, nearing death, a culture almost gone. But then, if you were to bring again a light of the crimes of the serpent, he would take a fall down the tree of life a couple steps, maybe a little bit hurt, but still alive. But then he pushed down his prey, their tongues already blued with venom, this culture nearing death. They will crash to the forsaken earth, truly get dead and gone, a culture lost. No progress will be made. The anthropologists and archaeologists will lose favor in funding, and even the tribes themselves. So on this question, it must become, what do you do? It is very hard for me to take a stance on this issue, because there is no right and wrong. There's only a gray that shifts from darkness to light, depending on where you stand. Thank you.
Speaking of historical facts and whatnot, Quiz Bowl today will be meeting in room 3 during lunch. This is room 2. I'm sorry, my math is terrible. We're going to be meeting in room 2 at lunch today. Please show up to this meeting. We're also going to be talking about possibly attending the next upcoming Quiz Bowl competition.
Hi everybody, MUN had a good showing this weekend at the Lyceum Conference. We took home, Best Delegate Awards in every category. Shout out to Willow Limbach, Maxim, Kev, and Sophia. Good job, you guys. Also, and then tomorrow, we're going to have a quick MUN meeting, like 10 minutes, room 2. See you there.
Tomorrow is another late start pajama day, and I'm demonstrating what that might look like for you.
And tomorrow we are not having the faculty versus seniors kickball game because there's too many things. Oh wait, I meant that was today, but it's not happening. But after fall break, we are going to have that game on that Monday during lunch. And on Tuesday is the start of Red and Black Week. So Tuesday is going to be Tacky Tourist Day. Wednesday is going to be Gender Bender Day, and then Powder Puff football, flag football game of junior and senior girls. So you guys need to participate. And Thursday is Teacher Dress Up Day with relay races, and then Friday is you wear red or black. So it'll be exciting.
We'll be reminding you about that after break.
Today at lunch. This is very important. It's the last check-in thing of the quarter. Photographers, I only need you for a brief moment, so please come, and then everybody else too. And then also tomorrow, there will be a yearbook meeting in the morning at 8:30 till the start. So, yes.
Wilderness Club will have a quick meeting after break near the flag. We'll be talking about this fall break.
Okay, there's going to be a mandatory supervisor work job meeting tomorrow during work jobs in room 8. On another note, some of you have been wondering where Spanish Club has been, so we will be resuming right after fall break. Thank you.
If anyone has found a purple iPod Nano, I'd like it back.
I was just thinking that in light of the recent news that someone conducted some cowardly, in my opinion, vandalism of the effigy of Junipero Serra, I want to congratulate you for your bold verbal criticism in a respectful manner, the way that we do here.
I would like to say, even though I made a verbal criticism about that, I am exceedingly disappointed in the vandals who did vandalize at the mission. So
I think we all agree. As my good friend Luke Iandoli likes to say, 2 things. First, late start day tomorrow. That means you are welcome to... Welcome to stay home, sleep in a little bit longer. Classes start at 9:30, but if you need to be here on campus, you can be here on campus in the Commons or in the Student Center. Second thing, I just wanted to say a few words about the CIEE Summer Abroad opportunities for 2016. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, there are many of us who would like to see all York students be citizens of the world. And we can trace that concept back to Diogenes the Cynic in the 5th century BCE. What that looks like at York in our history courses, in our language courses, in the Model UN Club. I mean, really across the entire curriculum and all that we do in creating a welcoming community, we want you to be citizens of the world, meaning that we want you to understand, we want you to appreciate, we want you to be respectful and to celebrate different people and different cultures. And the CIEE Summer Abroad trips are an opportunity for you to take what you've learned at York and apply it to living in another country. And it's an opportunity for you, as we saw in our recent forum, for you as a student to take what you've learned from living in another country and bring it back to our community and make York a better place. So this week on the CIEE.org website, if you go to the High School Summer Abroad page, you will see an expanded list of all of the summer trips that are now available for 2016, some information about the application process, and you know that there is a significant amount of scholarship money available for all York students that apply. If you have questions about applying and about scholarships, please come to an afternoon meeting tomorrow in room 8 during tutorial. Some of us will be there to answer any questions that you have. And some representatives from CIEE will be on campus in October to meet with you and to help you with the application process as well. Thanks very much.
In the matter of late start tomorrow, reminder that the music reading class will meet at 8:40 in the music room. And as orchestra knows, there's been no orchestra rehearsal tomorrow because Miss Harrison can't get over to All Saints Day School in time to start there. She does a late rehearsal. So no orchestra, music reading at 8:40.
October is almost here, and that also brings Grandparents and Friends of York Day. Invitations have gone out. If you feel like a loved one has not gotten an invitation, please stop by my office, which is directly across from Mr. Harmon's office, to grab some extra invitations. Feel free to hand them out over fall break. If you do not have a loved one in the area but really want to participate in the day, I am always willing to connect you with a trustee, a past parent who loves to come back for the day. So please come see me and talk about it, because there are always options for you to participate in the great day. Thanks.
Guys, have a great day and enjoy the break.